Halloween. Let me get my laptop set up so I can chat with y'all in real time. All right. Let me see what we got going on here. Okay, hi Cal. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the Halloween special. Yes, welcome. So glad you're able to stop in. Okay, let me get this going here. Yes, and we give people time to come in. Okay, we got two people here already. All right, y'all. Happy Halloween. Welcome to the Halloween special. So I didn't mention this yesterday because I wasn't planning on doing this today. But a friend of mine said, you know what, you should do that. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? So I'm here. Okay, so do I have a mask? I do not have a mask, Kyle. That's why I have on this headpiece because I didn't plan on doing this, so I didn't go out and get a costume or anything. But I had this headpiece already, so I decided to put this on, and I'm gonna be a golden goddess today for Halloween. So, do you have a mask, Cal? If so, which kind? All right, letting people get caught brought in, and then we'll go ahead and get started after a couple of minutes. Oh, so Kyle, you don't have a mask? Are you gonna go to any kind of Halloween event later on tonight? I don't plan on going anywhere. I'm just gonna be in the house tonight, so I figured why not hang out with y'all for a little bit. He said, "No, okay, nothing wrong with that." So I take it you can hear me pretty good. All right. So yeah, as you come into the chat, let me know where you're from and what you're sipping on. So I put in the pinned comment that I'm going to drop questions in the chat, and you can either take a sip of your drink or you can actually answer by typing your response into the chat, that type of thing. Oh, Cal said it would be cool to see you in a mask. I know, right? But you know what? When I was in San Antonio, I always saw the Halloween stores everywhere. But being out here where I live at, I haven't seen that one Halloween store. So I don't know if they don't have that here or what. But we'll see. So if I do, so maybe next year I'll make sure I am with a mask, and maybe for like Mardi Gras too. So we'll see. But that would have been really nice if I had a mask. I agree. But I got this headpiece. That count for something, right? Okay, so we got a few people in here. All right. Okay. So I guess we'll go ahead and get started a little bit just to get things, warmed up. Okay. So we can all get, accustomed to this process for the games that we're going to do here. So I am going to pick from this Halloween one. Okay. Okay, we got Mr. Lou and you know it here. Where the fans at? I'm going to use my papers for my fans today. Happy Halloween and welcome. All right. So I had mentioned before rules of engagement. I'm going to put for the rules of engagement. I'm going to put a question into the chat, and then you guys are supposed to answer. Right? Either you answer or you take a sip of your drink, or do both. Okay. So let's go ahead and he says where them ghosts at? I don't know what the ghosts at. They'll be here soon. I'm sure they will be here soon. Let's see. Okay. So to get us started, I'm gonna post this one. I gotta use my tablet to do all this, so bear with me. Okay. 1 second. Here we go. All right. Let me put this in here. Okay, y'all. So our first question that I put into the chat is, what is your must-watch Halloween movie or show every year? So what is it? So if you're gonna take a sip, then you put the little wine glass drink in the little chat response, or you can answer the question, or you can do both. Fair enough. Now I told you guys yesterday, if you caught that live stream, that I don't really do the scary movies. So I mean, I don't have one to give, so I'm gonna have to take a sip on that one. But I'll give you guys time to put something in the chat to answer to the question. Okay. So what's your must-watch Halloween movie or show every year? So okay, well okay y'all. So I need y'all to participate with me. So if you're gonna take a sip, put the little emoji glass thing in the chat, or you can answer the question with your movie title, or you can do both. So do none of you guys watch like Halloween movies either? Cause I find this is interesting. Okay, hi Marad YT, welcome to the live stream. The question we have right now is, what is your must-watch Halloween movie or show every year? So if you can respond in the chat with your answer, or if you want to take a sip instead, you can put like a little wine glass emoji in the chat. Okay. All right. Okay. So I guess we'll. Okay. So y'all not doing. So Swipper says you are glowing. Okay. Thank you. My costume is golden goddess for the night. I didn't have a mask, but I did have this headpiece, so I decided to go with that for this live stream event. But yes, y'all. So like I mentioned, so we're gonna be playing this little game. So I'm gonna put the question in a um I'm gonna put the question in the chat. You either answer the question with the like here we were asking like what is your favorite Halloween movie, or you can put like a glass if you're gonna sip it. So, all right, okay. So I guess no one is responding to that one. Okay, so we're gonna go. Let me write down no response. Okay, we'll go to the next one. Let me go ahead and put that in here. Let me go to my questions, and then we will do this. Let's see. Let me get this in here into the chat. 1 second. Let's see. Okay, so the next question is favorite Halloween candy, and which one did you always trade away as a kid? So that is the question that we're on right now. So, what is your favorite Halloween candy, and which one did you always trade away as a kid? So I would say my favorite Halloween candy would be like the Reese's Pieces. I love like peanut butter and caramel. So yes, Reese's Pieces is my favorite candy for Halloween. And I like the Hershey's cookies and cream candy bar also. What I would trade away would be like the candy corn, like the orange and the white candy corns. I would get rid of that. So yes, y'all. So what is your favorite Halloween candy? And which one did you always trade away as a kid? Okay. Let's see. Okay, so no responses, huh? All right. So let me see something. Okay. So no. Okay. Let me see. Maurizio Zanoli said Lola. So what is Lola? Is that a name of a candy bar? Help me out. I don't know. What is Lola? So the question is favorite Halloween candy, and which one did you always trade away as a kid? Okay. So, okay. Okay, welcome to the chat, Mauricio Zanoli. Welcome to the live stream. Please, just to remind you all that we're doing a little game here for Halloween. Okay, well, I'm trying to do one anyway. So I'm going to put these questions in the chat, and if you're going to, respond, then put your response into the chat, or you can put like a little drink glass, a little wine glass, if you're gonna sip instead of giving an answer. So that is the rules of the game here. So we have two questions that we put into the chat, but no one is answering them just yet. But we'll see. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, so Sir Ma, welcome to the live stream, says, is that STEM in educational terms? Yes, so science, technology, engineering, mathematics. So I have a degree in engineering. I'm an engineer for my profession. So that is what the STEM comes from. Yes. So Zoli Sika Matanga says, love from their country. Hello, welcome to the live stream. So glad that you're here. Yes. Lou City 2 says, Tams, what up? Hey, how you doing, Lou City 2? Welcome to the live stream. So as you guys come in, if you don't mind, can you please put down where you're from as well as what you're drinking on. And yeah, make sure to support the channel by subscribing, liking, and all the things. We appreciate that over here. All right, so Maurizio said, beautiful. Thank you. Appreciate that. NXS World says, hello. Hey, NXS, welcome to the live stream. So glad you all are here. So, Banana 3000, okay. It's from Germany and they're drinking some beer. I know that's right. Yes, welcome to the live stream. Yes, thank you. So, so Banana 3000, I have a question for you. So, with you being in Germany, I'm speaking in English right now. So are they translating my wording for you into German? I'm just curious. Let's see. Ray Pisati says, hello. Hello, Ray. Welcome to the live stream. Yes. Okay, they're not translating it. Okay, thank you. I was always wondering that. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Oh, you speak English. Okay, awesome. Okay. Nice. Okay. All right, y'all. So Um, nice to meet you too, Ray Pasati. Okay, y'all. So we had two questions in here, okay, that I put out here. Number one was, what is your must-watch Halloween movie or show every year? And the second one is, what is your favorite Halloween candy, and which one did you always trade away as a kid? Those are our two questions right now. So if you're gonna answer it, then just type the answer in the chat. If not, you can put like a little drinking glass or something in the chat. Okay, so Banana 3000 says all Germans. Okay, y'all learn English in school. That's amazing. That's good. I mean, I tried to take a foreign language when I was in middle school, but honestly, I didn't continue speaking it, so I don't remember much of it. I tried doing Spanish. So, but that's awesome. You guys are learning that in school, and you're actually learning it to where you can still use it in a conversational way. That's awesome. Seriously. Okay, so Let's see. Oh, you speak French too? Nice. Nice. Okay, that's awesome. Okay. All right, y'all. So we not okay. So I didn't get any responses to this question. So I'm gonna try another question, and maybe that will spur some responses. Let's see here. Now, if you all have a question you guys want to talk about, feel free to put it in the chat. As long as you're respectful and everything, we can do that too. I want it to be, interactive. Okay. So let me go to the next one. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Let me get this one. Oh, I'm working on this tablet, y'all. Sorry. Let me get this together here. Okay. So our next question is, what was your most memorable Halloween costume growing up? Okay, that's our next question. So what was your most memorable costume growing up? So for me, I would say my most memorable costume would be, I only recall having two. I was a clown 1 year and I was a witch 1 year. So those are the two that I can recall at this stage. So what was your most memorable Halloween costume? Let's see. Okay, so Ray Posadi says he speaks English. Awesome. Ben Day, Hopeful 19, Lord, says he cusses like a French person. To my pardon, my French. Right. Okay. So Banana 3000 said that he or she dressed like Jesus. Okay. All right. So MAN said hello. Hello, MAN. Welcome to this live stream. Nice to meet you. Yeah, so what we're doing here for those who just showed up, I'm putting questions in the chat, and you can feel free to answer the question, or if you don't want to, you can put like a little drink symbol, whatever it is that you're drinking right now, you can put that in there. Yes. Okay, so Banana 3000 is a he. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. Thank you. MAN says hello, nice. All right. Oh, wait a minute. So banana. So are you saying that you dress like a banana? Okay. Interesting. Sharad Kumar Singh says, which country? Hmm. Which country? What are we talking about with which country? Which one? What are we talking about with which country? Sharad Kumar Singh. Hmm. I'm not sure about that one. Okay, so what do you all want to talk about? Do y'all have anything in mind? What are you guys doing for Halloween? Oh, where am I from? I'm from America. I am from particularly Alabama in particular. Yes, so that is where I'm from, but I live currently in Maryland. So yes, that is where I am from. So where are you from, Sharad? Okay, so we have Shida Bear Aguahamba back. Hi, baby girl. How far my proposal? Okay, welcome to the live stream. You were here last night. Welcome back. Let's see. So Ben says, "Happy Halloween." Watching from that place. And wow. Well, I'm glad they allowed you to watch this live stream while you're streaming from there. Appreciate that. Yeah, so please support the channel by subscribing, liking the live, as well as responding to the comments that I'm putting into the chat for our little game that we're trying to play here. So, okay, thanks from Sharad. What do you do for a living? I'm an engineer. And Sharad is from Mumbai. Okay, nice. Never been there before. Awesome. So Big Y says, okay, beautiful Southern girl, thank you. Welcome to the live stream. Glad you're here. So what we're doing here is I'm putting questions in the chat. Okay, so okay, let's do that. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So I'll put something here using this feature here. Popular thing you've never done. Can you all see that? Can you all see the prompt that says popular thing you've never done on your end? Let's see, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. Okay. Let's keep it going. Okay, so let's see. Shoulda Bear says, my mom stays in America too. Nice. Okay, Ray says EBT is being cut off soon. Yes, I heard it's gonna probably be off tomorrow unless they have found some funds, to keep this thing going. Yes. Yeah, that's just that's kind of that's awful, because I'm sure you probably saw how a lot of people were saying that they were going to be, looting the stores when they go to that grocery store on the first of the month to get their groceries. So it's going to be interesting to see how things play out on tomorrow through Monday. So when it comes like to the SNAP benefits. And I also saw where this one lady was saying that she went to the place to see about her benefits still being, going on. And because she doesn't have a job, she has to like reapply for the benefits. And I'm like, wow. I don't know how she didn't know that beforehand, but I guess she didn't know. But let's see here. So Banana 3000 says, I'm interested in the tax system in the US. I want to figure out if running a business is less stressful in America. Well, I'm here to tell you that it also depends on what state that you're into when it comes to taxes. So yeah, a lot to take into consideration with that. Okay, Sharad says that he's also an engineer. Which engineer? My degree is in chemical engineering. Let's see. Shoulda Bear says, are you guys wicked in America? Some people are. That's like anywhere. Okay, Ray says some AI video said blacks should be looting. Um, well, I don't know about the AI, but I've seen real people say what they plan on doing tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. I went and got some groceries today, so I don't plan on being near anybody's store on tomorrow. Okay, so we have guidance here that says she should go out and get all the candy she can tonight. No food stamps tomorrow. As a matter of fact, it's funny you mentioned that. I saw people saying that instead of giving out candy for Halloween, that people should be giving out canned goods to the trick or treaters. I did see that this week. So Love You Too says, popular thing I've never done is let a woman break wind on my face. Oh goodness. Okay. Commendable. All right. Okay, so you guys can see the question on the screen saying, popular thing you've never done. I don't know how to remove it now. Let's see. So he says, Beer says, because I want to marry a beautiful lady in America because scared of you ladies. Why are you scared of women? Why are you scared of women, Bear? I mean, people are people, so you can't judge everybody, collectively. So recommend you meet one person and then you figure out if that person is nice or not. But yeah, I wouldn't put everybody into one I wouldn't lump sum everybody into one way, into one category. So don't be scared. Be optimistic. So Tommy says, let me see here. He's asking about transracial man. Well, Tommy, I am not well versed in that arena. So I would say chat GPT that and see what they come back with. Yeah, I think chat GPT will have a good answer for that question regarding the transracial question. So Rick Nichols says that he's a scary monster. Okay. That's a nice costume to have for this year. Tommy. Oh, I understood what you wrote. I truly understood what you wrote, sir. But I don't have an answer for you. I think you should go to Chat GPT to get better guidance on that. Because I don't want to lead you down the wrong path. So yeah. Oh, Chat GPT told you to ask me? Really? Oh my goodness. I don't know if you should ask me that. I don't have any insight into that arena. Chad, do you guys have any information to provide to Tommy about his transracial question about whether he should be allowed to wear blackface as a transracial man? What do you all think? Let us know. So Malcolm Broadwise says you're gorgeous. Thank you so much. Welcome to the live stream. Okay, so Bear says because I don't like you guys treating men here. Oh, you don't like you said you don't like how you guys treat men here in Nigeria. Oh, so there's a lot of Americans dating Nigerian men. I didn't know that. Hi, Mavro's bodyguard. Welcome to the live stream. Glad to meet you. Okay, so I'm going to put another question in the chat. Now we already have three in the chat. Okay, so the questions were. So we got new people here now. The questions are: what was your must-watch Halloween movie or show every year? That's one question. The second question is favorite Halloween candy and which one did you always trade away as a kid? And the third question is what was your most memorable Halloween costume growing up? So feel free to respond to either one of those questions. And if you don't want to respond, then take a sip of your beverage and put like a little wine glass or something, in the chat, okay? That is what we're doing. All right? Okay, so Mavro's Bodyguard says, I love the Scream movie. Okay, I don't think I ever. Well, I know I haven't seen the Scream movie because I'm not really a Halloween movie person. But yes, thank you for being the first person to respond to one of the questions, Mavro. I appreciate that. Yes, I appreciate it very, very much. So, does anyone else have anything they want to put in? So I'll tell you what, let's change gears and I'll put a different type of question in here. Since we're talking about relationships, okay, hold on. So Mindful Nomad says I ran for office a few times. Okay, awesome. Interesting. Interesting, Mindful Nomad. Welcome to the live stream. I think it's my first time meeting you. Okay, Love You Too says my favorite movie is anything by Mia Khalifa. Okay. Interesting. I've never heard of that. Hmm. Okay, so EBT Zombie says that she or he is musty and pretty. Oh my god, EBT Zombie, why are you musty? Aren't you at home? Interesting. Okay, y'all. So let me go ahead and get a question out for us to keep this thing rolling. Okay, so I have a good one right here that I think that would be good for EBT Zombie to respond to. So, EBT Zombie, what's a boo you regret ghosting, or I guess more appropriately, who ghosted you, EBT? Who's ghosted you? How many people? Yes, how many people have ghosted you, EBT Zombie? So how also EBT Zombie, how are you doing with the EBT cards being shut off tomorrow? How is everything going with that? Were you able to go ahead and get your groceries and stuff today before everything's cut off tomorrow on the 1st? Let's see. Let us know in the chat how's everything going with you. Let's see. Love you too. Yeah. I haven't heard of that either. So very interesting. Mindful Nomad says EBT stop being weird. Exactly. But we get trolls on every live stream basically. So you just tolerate them to an extent, but if they get out of hand, they'll be blocked. So I'm just gonna see how they play their hand here. Okay, so EBT says she's the queen of Golden Corral. Okay. So I mean EBT, do they accept the EBT cards at Golden Corral these days? I haven't been in years. Let us know what's going on with that. And like I said, how's everything going with you with them cutting off the EBT cards on tomorrow? Let us know how you're doing with that whole hunger scarcity issue that's starting to happen here in the States. So Maurizio says, "Si bellissima." EBT says again, "I'll rock that joint." Oh, really? Well, that'll be very interesting. But EBT, I put a question for you and for others as well. But for EBT, tell me who ghosted you, and then for everyone else, like what's the boo you ghosted that you regret ghosting, and who ghosted you? Have y'all ever regretted ghosting anybody? Let me see something here. Okay, let me drag this down to get rid of this. Well, I want it. It's supposed to die. Okay, there it's gone now. Okay, awesome. Okay, let's see here. So we have Omid Hosani that's here. Hey, welcome to the live stream. Glad you're here. Okay. Thank you, love you too. It's gone. Yes, I've never done that before, so I'm learning on the fly here. So thank you for letting me know. But yes, y'all. So if you're here, please make sure you support the channel by subscribing and also by participating in the Q&A that we're doing here for our little Halloween special. And yes, and like the live, appreciate you guys being here today. So we have I Am God's Masterpiece here today. Welcome. So glad you were able to come out today. So we got Louis, you know what, saying like, comment, and subscribe. Yes, please like, comment, and subscribe. Yes. And also to remind you all about the game we're playing here. So I'm putting questions I'm putting questions in the chat. So either put like a drink emoji in the chat if you want to just sip instead of responding, or put the answer into the chat. So I've done, I think, 4 questions, and I've only gotten like one answer to these questions. So I'm gonna give you the 4 again. Okay. So, what's your must-watch Halloween movie or show every year? That's one question. The next one is favorite Halloween candy and which one did you always trade away as a kid? And then what was your most memorable Halloween costume growing up? And our last but not least, that I just put in the chat recently was what's a boo you regret ghosting or who ghosted you? Let's put something in the chat. Okay, we have B here with the fire flames. Hey, thank you for being here. Lou, you know it says Pumpkinhead. Now, is that a movie or is what is that? I've never heard of a Pumpkinhead. There's a delay between when you guys type and when I see what you guys are posting. So, in case you all didn't know that, let's see here. Okay, so Pumpkinhead is a movie. Okay, I've never heard of that nor seen it. Interesting. And then we have the candy that you like to keep is Snickers and candy corn trade. So I said earlier that I like to trade candy corn as well, and I like to keep like Reese's Pieces and like the cookies and cream Hershey bars. Those are my faves. Yes. Okay. So Hasnain Seek says, "Where are you from?" So I am from the state of Alabama here in America. I am currently living in Maryland. That is where I'm from. So I'm a Southern Belle, if you will. So Love You Too says, "I've never heard of that movie. When was it released?" That's a good question. So, okay, Hasnan is from India. Nice. I've never been to India, but I would love to go there one day. Yes. So, Lou, you know it says Laugh a Lot. It was released in the 80s or early 90s. Okay. So, Michael Victor says, Hi. Hi, Michael Victor. Welcome to the live stream. So glad you're here. So, Lou is going to check IMDb. Okay. To let us know about the Pumpkinhead movie. Yes. Okay, y'all. So, I'm gonna put another question in the chat to see if you guys are going to respond to this one. So maybe you all will respond to this particular question. So it's not gonna be Halloween specific, right? So we might be able to get more participation with this one. So give me 1 second. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Is it in here yet? Where's my chat? Here we go. Okay, so what's a trend that you secretly hate? That's kind of wide open, so tell me that. Okay, so let's go back. So Tyler asks, "Are you single?" Yes. Michael Victor says, "Happy Halloween." Happy Halloween to you and everyone that's here at the live stream. And then Ghostface says, "Hello, beautiful lady. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Glad you all are here. Appreciate the support. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to answer the question that's here while you all are still trying to, do this. Okay, so HC Talk says, "Hi, lady, I'm about to sleep." Okay, well, HC, thank you for stopping by and supporting the channel while you're here. Appreciate that. Yes. Hope you have a great, restful time with your sleeping. Okay, so I'm going to answer the question. What is a trend that I secretly hate? Okay, I'm gonna just tell y'all, I do not like those super long eyelashes. Like the really long ones. I love a nice lash, but not one that is like an umbrella, if you will, over the eye. That's a bit much for me. So that's a trend that I'm not necessarily fond of. And I don't participate in it. So what is a trend that you all don't like? Put that in the comments, please. Okay, so we have Lawrence Gibbs saying, "I'm in." Okay, welcome to the live stream. Okay, welcome to you and Demi Z9. Ghostface Killer, can I have your number, please? Beautiful. Well, you can always find me here on live streams on Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For now. Let's see. So Ron says hello. Hussein B says bonjour, gross net net. Okay. So yes, hey y'all, welcome to the live stream. Glad you guys are here. Make sure that you all like support the channel, like the live stream. Also, if you could you know, support the channel by subscribing, that'd be good too. But yes, participate in the chat, y'all. I worked hard to get these questions. Yes, I did. Okay, so Lou, you know it says that the ladybug lashes. Yes, those are just they are a lot. Okay, that's a lot right there. Yes, it is. Okay, so we have HC Talk saying, I am from India. Are you celebrating some sort of festival? Well, HC, so it's Halloween here. And so I did not have a costume. Well, I have costumes, but I don't know where they are. So I did have this headpiece that I could find. I had this headpiece and I also had like this crown. Okay. And so I decided to go with the gold headpiece so I can at least kind of like dress up a little bit for the festivities. I don't have a mask or anything, but it's the best I could do on such short notice because I did not plan to do a live stream today. So I was like, yeah, if I do this again where I'm doing like a thing, I'll make sure I plan it in advance so I can, order some things from Amazon and get it here on time. So that is what's going on. Let's see. So Laura's gift says, beautiful, are you single? Yes. Love you too says, yeah, I'm a man. I hate that too on a woman and super long nails. I like natural beauty of women. Simple as that. Nothing wrong with that, sir. Honestly, I mean, I would put on like press on nails for like special events, and I would have such a hard time doing things with long nails. But I guess people kind of get used to it. My sister-in-law was telling me that she can't work with short nails. I can't do the long nails, so it's interesting. So, Louis, it says that Pumpkinhead was released in 1988. Wow. And I still haven't seen. Let me write this down. Pumpkinhead. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, y'all. So is there anyone else with a trend that they don't like that they want to share? If not, I will go to the next question here. Okay, we're gonna go to something spicy and fun. Okay, let's do that. 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, what's okay? Let me put this in the chat here. Okay. Okay, Laura's gift. Okay, bye. Thank you for stopping in. HC Talk says, thank you for answering. We also had the biggest festival of the year. It's called Diwali. I've heard of that, but I don't know much about it right now. But I have heard of that. Okay, so here's the question, y'all. What's a red flag you ignored because you like them too much? What y'all got for that? What's a red flag you ignored because you like them too much? And this is a no judgment zone here, okay? So Edna McLean says, I am new to your channel. Happy Halloween. Hi, Edna. Welcome to the live stream. So glad that you're here. Yes. Happy Halloween. So for you and others that are new here, what I'm doing right now is a little game where I am putting questions in the chat. And so you can either answer the question or you can put like a little drink emoji if you're gonna like take a drink instead of responding. Or you can do both. So that's kind of what we're doing here. But let me tell you, girl, I got a tough crowd here with the question answering. So we gonna keep trying to see if I can get people engaged. So I don't know if they just don't want to talk about these things. Because if you have a question that you want to talk about, put that in the chat. Because I want it to be, engaging, So let's see. So yes, okay. So what's a red flag you ignore because you like them too much? Y'all got anything for that? I'm trying to think about me. I don't think I've ignored any red flags. Um, I don't know. Maybe it would be so. And it says your crown is beautiful on your head. Thank you, girl. I did not have time to get a costume. So I okay, so I did not properly plan to do this. I just decided to do this last night. Like, oh, let me do a Halloween special live stream and I can put all these questions. So I didn't have a mask. So I wanted to still be somewhat festive. So I found this crown that I had from a photo shoot I did a couple years ago. And I said, well, I'll put this on, so I can kind of be in the spirit a little bit. So thank you for the compliment, girl. I appreciate that. Also, for anyone that's still here, please support the channel by subscribing to the channel, also liking this live, and providing a little, and engaging with me in the chat here with these questions. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, let's see. Okay, Love You Too says, I loved her in spite of knowing she was going through a divorce. She never really loved me. She wanted a distraction. I am so sorry to hear that. Yeah, a lot of people say like, when someone is like going through a divorce, like you don't want to be like the first person they date when they get through divorcing or after being divorced, like a rebound thing. But yeah, that's very much unfortunate that that happened to you. And then you're saying that after the divorce process, boom, everything ended. Man, oh my God, that's crazy. But you know what? Sometimes I mean, I don't know like what the circumstances were, in her divorce. But I mean, I know me personally, if I was going through a divorce, I personally don't think I would want to be dating right away. But like you said, a distraction. Um, I'd be like, you know what? Let me just be by myself. You know what I'm saying? But it would be nice if people really would just, it would be nice if people were really truthful with themselves and with other people. Like if you know that all you're interested in is a distraction, like be upfront about that. Because you have so many women that want to date a good man, and then I'm assuming you're a good man, and then you got this chick around here playing with your emotions like that. So So please do not be bitter following that. Just know that she wasn't right. She wasn't the one for you. That's what I'm gonna say on that one. You dodged a bullet with that. Yes, you did. So let me see here. So Malcolm is chiming in saying, I would never divorce you. Oh, talking about me? Well, that is so sweet. Yeah, if I got married, I don't plan to get divorced, but I don't like be liable sometimes, I guess, y'all. Let's see. AC Talk said, I Googled this. It said people wear scary paint on their faces. That's what Diwali is about? Okay. Yeah, okay. So Love You Too said, yeah, it was a rebound. Okay. Well, so we just learn, we don't date people we don't date folks that's getting divorced or that is just recently divorced. Mm-mm. Yeah, I wouldn't date a person that was. I mean, if I dated someone who was previously married, I would want to know. Okay, when were you divorced? Like, how many years ago was that? Like, people need time to like be on their own, just enjoy the single life. Then they may be ready to like get back into something serious. For the reason that you just said regarding people not really being serious when somebody's trying to date you on the for real side. That's crazy. But yes. So what else we got here? But thank you for providing that response. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's try something else here. Okay, I have another question. I got a lot of questions, but Let's see. Let me go down here. Okay. Let me get this copied and posted. Now, if y'all got some other questions, let me know now. If y'all want to talk about some other stuff. Okay, so what's the scariest risk you've taken this year and how did it turn out? Okay, what y'all got? What's the scariest risk you've taken this year and how did it turn out? I'm thinking about these. I mean, because I don't have a prepared answer for these. I didn't really go through them before I printed these out. But what is the scariest risk that I've taken this year and how did it turn out? The scariest risk. I don't know. Maybe doing these live streams might have been the scariest risk for me. It's turned out okay. I mean, the first couple live streams I've done turned out pretty good. And then, as I kept doing them, I started getting like more people showing up and interacting. So, yeah, that might be the scariest risk, possibly. Yep. So we have our niece Walker here on here talking crazy, y'all. Mm. Yep, yep, yep. But yeah, that would be the scariest risk because I decided for this month of October, I decided to do Vlogtober, Vlogtober. So I was trying to put out content, more consistently. And I decided to start doing a live stream like maybe once a week. So I'm like, okay, let me just go ahead on and, you know, try this stuff out and see what works. So yeah, I've been enjoying doing these so far. I mean, yeah, you get these trolls that be trolling, but I'll just block them if they get out of hand. You know how we do. But yeah, so that might be the scariest thing as far as a risk that I've taken. It's turned out pretty good so far. Yes. Okay. So what do you guys have out there? So what y'all got planned for the rest of the day? Are y'all going to any Halloween parties? Like, what are y'all doing? Y'all got some Halloween parties? Are y'all just gonna hang out at the house? What we got going on tonight? Yes, what we got going on here? So we have it's Miss Riss. You're doing awesome. Thank you. Welcome to the live stream. Appreciate you. So we have Lovey too that says, I'm kind of an introvert. Like when my ex left me, I cried like a 16-year-old girl for days. But this year I hit a guy real hard for robbing me. Didn't give me a AFK. Okay. There's nothing wrong with crying if you need to. And your ex left you. I know it sounds cliche, but I mean sometimes it's always good for, people to depart. They depart for a reason, so that's good. Okay, so we see the King Swiss saying you are too old, and so are you, dear. And so are you. Yes. Love you too. Well, thank you, love you too. Let me tell you, girl. I'm sorry. Let me tell you. I'm not studying the King Sweet saying that somebody is too old. He's just a troll. That's all. He is a troll, and he is upset that he can't get somebody like me. Whether I'm old, young, or indifferent, he can't get a chick that look like me. Okay, he can't do it. That's why he's sitting on here mad. Because if you feel like I'm so old, why are you here on my live stream looking at me? You could be somewhere else with the person you want to be with, man. But he ain't, Miss Love You Too. He's not where he want to be because he can't be there. You feel me? Yeah, that's the problem. Yes. That's why I love you too, girl. He can't. The King Swiss wish he can get somebody like me, but he can't. So that's why he's sitting at home talking crap in the chat, looking at me. That's the closest thing he gonna ever get to somebody on this level because he can't reach it. That's what's going on here with Mr. Nin King Swiss. And I dare him to say something different. Because how you going to come over here talking crazy at a place that you are free to leave? Okay? Exactly. Let me get back to y'all here. So Daniel Antwi says, "Hello, Daniel. Gonna love you. Bless you." Okay, hey, how you doing, Daniel? I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the live stream. Okay. It's Miss Rich says she's doing absolutely nothing. Homebody, don't do Halloween. Yeah, I ain't doing that. This is what I'm doing right here with y'all on this live stream. That's exactly what I'm doing. So Louis, you know it says leaving my house. I made it back home every time I've left so far. Oh, so that you're responding to the scariest risk you've taken this year and how did it turn out? Was so glad that you made it back home safely when you left your house, because let me tell you, everybody does not make it home when they leave their house. Now I don't know, some of you guys I know are not from the United States, but this reality star named Masika Kalisha, she was on Love and Hip Hop. I forgot what city, but her husband was unalived in a car accident. I want to say it was yesterday. So yeah, like I said, some people leave home and they think they're gonna come back and they don't. So, I'm with you, Mr. Lewin, you know it. That's definitely a risk that we take every day that we leave at this house. So what we got going on here? Okay, so we got hello from Israel. How you doing? Hello from Israel. Um, oh, we got the King Swiss back to me. You talk too much. Try to be quiet, ma'am. Okay, so we got. Let me go ahead and help you out real quick. Hold on one second. Okay, so we got you. Let me help you out since you don't know how to be respectful here. So this is a. So let me educate Mr. King Smith here. So for those of you who are here, you know what a live stream is. So I'm here on this live stream, not for you to see me, so I can engage with you all and have a dialogue, okay? So yeah, so Mr. King Swiss done got upset because he done got found out, y'all. He can't get nothing like this. He want to come over here and be mad. You can be mad and time out, okay? Be mad over there. And while you in timeout, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Support the channel. Okay? We appreciate that. Yes. So yeah, that's right. It's Miss Right. He free to leave. It's like, why you gonna come over here on my stuff and try to be negative when you don't have to be here? Like, you can tell he's not smart. But I see you, Mr. Eric Bray. I shouldn't waste my breath on him, but he need to be educated. And so with that, I'm gonna be done with him. I agree. But yeah, he free, anybody free to leave if they want to. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody being held hostage here. But I appreciate those who are here for genuine support. Yes, I do. Okay, so we got Alex here. Hey, Alex. Okay, you from Florida. Okay. So y'all, Alex always supports my videos. He's normally the first person that likes or comments on them. So I appreciate your support, Alex. Yes, you are welcomed over here. So for those who are new here, what we're doing is I'm putting questions in the chat. So feel free to answer them, or you can put like a little drink emoji if you have like a sip on it. So the chat it's been a rough crowd getting y'all to respond to these questions, but we're gonna keep it going. Let's see. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. So let me get another question. And I'm going to put it in the chat for y'all. And then we're going to see what y'all got for that. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put it in here now. 1 second. Okay. Okay, so YT user, I have placed several questions in the chat. Okay, what's the chat about? So the live stream is it's a Halloween special. Let me get myself reconfigured here. It's a Halloween special, right? So what I did was I found these questions and I'm putting them in the chat. And so for you all and myself to respond to, So you either can sip a drink or you can respond. It's like truth or dare, but I call it truth, trick or truth. Yes. So you can either sip something. So put a little wine glass in the chat if you don't want to respond, or you can do both. You can put like the wine glass emoji, answer the chat question, or whatever have you. So that is the premise of what we're trying to do. And we're also chatting, in between. But yeah, so the one I just put on here was what's something you've said that you never do again, but did again anyway. So let's see. What is it? Let me thank y'all. Let me see what Karen says. I have the largest home in town. Oh, we got a Karen here. Okay, well, hey Karen, welcome to the live stream, girl. Make sure you go ahead and support the channel by subscribing, honey. Okay. Thank you for the engagement with your comment in the chat. Thank you, ma'am. So please, Karen, let's get to the questions here. Okay. So what's something you said you never do again, but did anyway? So YT said, okay, get really drunk to the point I was sick and then got drunk again. What have I said I wasn't going to do? Let me think, y'all. I don't know. Let me think. Okay, let me sip something. Let me see. Hmm. Let me see. What would I have? What would it be? Okay, so Miss Riss says got married a second time to the same person or a different person. Let's see. And then so Dennis says, "Wow." Love you too says, "I like this." Okay, love you too. I'm glad you like it. Yes, it's a different little concept for me. I've never done this before, so trying something new. So okay, Miss Riss is a different person. Okay. So did you end up getting divorced from the second person, Miss Riss? Oh well, maybe you did. If you saying you want to did it a second time. Let me see. But did it? Okay, well you never. It might have worked out well. So let's see. Okay, what did I say I would never do again? Let me think. What did I say I would never do again, but did it again anyway? I am not good with thinking of stuff on the spot. Let me see. I don't know. I can't think of nothing right now. Let me see what y'all got here. So why do you just say I'd say something else as an answer, but it's not appropriate, so I won't. Okay, well, thank you, YT user. Okay, so Love You Too said, believing in strangers, I am so gullible. Okay, it's okay. We always try to try to find the best in people, sometimes. So I get what you're saying with that. So Dre says, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Welcome to the live stream. Glad you're here. Love you too. I need to man up real good. Honesty won't work in this wretched world. It's sure wrong because if they think that you're weak, they will prey on you. You know? So definitely got to make sure that you are man up, as you say. Got to be bossed up. Yes. But this is the thing. Since you've experienced some things, you have some experience now. So, that's making you a lot wiser. So you're definitely going to make some different decisions, going forward. So sometimes going through those things, you get something out of it, which is experience and education, which might provide you a little bit more confidence in what you're doing, is what I would say. Let's see. It's Miss Rich says no, but I said after that first marriage, never again. Okay. Peter Johnson, hi beautiful. Hi Peter Johnson. Welcome to the live stream. So glad you're here. Please make sure you guys are supporting the channel by liking this live stream. Also, subscribe to the channel. And I have put things in the chat questions. So feel free to respond to the questions. Okay. The latest question is, what's something you've said never again to, but you did it again anyway? So yes, I would say spinning the block, dating an ex. That would probably be something I said I would never do again, but did anyway. So that would probably be my response to that question. Let's see. So Coley said, "God bless you. Thank you, Cozy, and welcome to the live stream." Why to user says some people take advantage like narcissists. Most people are good, and you shouldn't let a bad experience stop you from trusting in someone again. That's some good advice. Yeah, that's some good advice right there. So Ty Chubby Vibe says, "Hello, hi, welcome to the live stream." So YT user says, never date an ex, especially if either of you cheated. It's never the same again. Now that's a fact. Because once a person cheats on you, it's like that trust level is not there anymore. It's diminished. So, like you're saying, I mean, you can give another chance and you can try to work on something, but it's never gonna be the same again. You're gonna have trust issues, all the things. And most dudes today don't understand that if the person gives you another chance, like you on limited time. You know what I'm saying? So yes. So I'm with you why to use on that one. So Blue, and it says got drunk. So someone else said the same thing earlier when they were talking about what they would never do again. Lucille A says, I knew I remembered you from Marshall's Party of Six. Haven't seen you on there in a minute. Hi, Lucille A. How you doing? Yes, I haven't seen them since let me see. Well, I haven't seen them in person. The twins' birthday was yesterday, so I talked to them yesterday. Talked to Wealth on his birthday last week, but I haven't been down there and saw them since like it had to be like April of this year. So I don't live where my brother is. I live in Maryland. So you would see me whenever I came to visit my brother and his family, and then I'll be on the show. So yeah. But yes, but welcome, girl. Welcome to the live stream. Glad you're here. Yes. What is my religion? I am Christian. So gameplay says Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to you too. Glad you're here. So make sure that you like, share, comment, subscribe, and answer these questions in the chat. Now we got about 4 or 5 going. So let me tell you what they are. Feel free to respond to any of them. Okay, what's your must-watch Halloween movie or show every year? Favorite Halloween candy? And which one did you always trade away as a kid? What was your most memorable Halloween costume growing up? What's a trend you secretly hate? What's a boo you regret ghosting or who ghosted you? What's a red flag you ignored because you liked them too much? What's something you've said never again to but did again anyway? And what's the scariest risk you've taken this year and how did it turn out? So we got all these questions here. Feel free to answer any of them in the chat. So let me see what we got here. So Peter Johnson, I'm in Maryland too. Okay, you are also a Marylander. Okay, that's what's up. So I've been in Maryland. Let me see, about a year and 3, 4 months now. So yeah, still learning my way around. Yep. So with this furlough, I've been exploring the DMV quite a bit, getting out, seeing some stuff. So it's been a pretty good time so far. So let's see. Y2 user said most watched Halloween movie is Scary Movie 1. Someone else said Scary Movie earlier in the chat. Okay. Is that the one that the Wayne's brothers are affiliated with? Now y'all may not know. I don't really do scary movies, so that's why I don't know much about them. So yeah, I'm a scaredy cat. So I'm just gonna put it out there. So YT user says favorite candy is Butterfinger. Okay. And then the next one is Let's see. Peter Johnson says Friday the 13th, candy corn. Oh, favorite movie is Friday the 13th, and you like candy corn, and then Love Frist. I'm not sure what Love Frist is, but okay. Okay, so he's with the Wayans brothers. Josiah says, "Why is your shirt so low? Is it low? This is a strapless top. Yeah, this is not low." But thank you for pointing that out, sir. We appreciate your engagement over here. Thank you. Okay, so Wayne's. So YT just said, "Don't hate, appreciate." Josiah says, "No, I'm kidding. You're killing it." Why? Thank you, sir. You know what? I have never wore this shirt until today. I've had this shirt for years, and I figured, you know what? This kind of gives like a fall vibe. So I decided, let me put this on with this gold headpiece and see what we can make happen. Because I don't have a Halloween costume. So yes. So we got Peter Johnson saying, "Take a chance." Oh, take a chance on. Is that a movie? Is that what is that? A song? I don't know. Okay, let's keep it going. So okay, Josiah, I love the headdress. Thank you. I got it from Amazon a couple years ago. I did my when I had a birthday photo shoot. I had put this on for it. I was out in the bluebonnet fields in Texas, so I felt like it would, gold and yellow was the outfit color. It looked really nice with against the blue flowers out there. Okay, what we got here? Let's see. Okay, you're edible. Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Peter Johnson. Why to you just said, honestly, you look great. Pay them no mind if they talking nonsense. Thank you, YT user. I appreciate that. It's Miss Rich says, my favorite candy is Reese's Cups. I love Reese's Cups too. And I really like the Reese's Pieces. I just had some of those yesterday. Yes. YT user says, Peter is willing, honestly. Peter answered loving first. That was what you would never do again, but did again anyway. Loving first. Okay. Let me come. Let's see what else we got on the list. What else we got here, y'all? Interesting. Okay, Okay, I like this one. Let me go. Let me pull this one up. 1 second, y'all. Let me go over here and get this question. And let's see. Let me see what number it is. All right, y'all. Okay, so I got one coming, y'all. Let's see what y'all think about this one. Okay, so what's one truth you learned the hard way this year? What's one truth you learned the hard way this year? I mean, I feel like I need to give me I ain't got no answer for this stuff. What's one truth you learned the hard way this year? I would say, let me drink some first. Let me drink this. Okay. I would say, well, Peter Johnson says letting my wall down. Okay. All right. That was a risk. Oh, what you said you would never do again. Laying your wall down. Got you. I would say for me, the one truth that I learned is that everyone, how can I phrase this? Let me just tell y'all. So I would say the one truth that I learned is that sometimes, you can't help people more than what they're willing to do for themselves. Let me rephrase that. You can't help folks. You can't want more for folks than what they want for themselves. I hope that makes sense. It's like you can be excited about trying to help someone do stuff or do something, but if they don't have that same type of excitement to move themselves forward, then it's like, my goodness, it's not a good mix. So yeah, so I've learned I can't want more for people than what they want for themselves. Essentially, is what I'm saying. So that's the question right now. What's one truth you learned the hard way this year? What we got here? So we got Curious Rock. Welcome to the live stream. I just found myself a black queen on the internet. Ooh wee. Why, thank you, sir. The one truth I just learned is that you're beautiful. Oh, why, thank you. NX World says good stuff. Welcome to the live stream, NX World. So if you're here, please make sure you support the channel by subscribing. Also, feel free to respond to the questions. That's why we're doing this here. Also, like, do the hearts, all the things. I appreciate the engagement. Okay. Okay, what love you too, God. The universal truth is it's every man for himself, survival of the fittest. Now you said a word with that. It is survival of the fittest. It really is. Yeah, perfectly summed up. Yes. Yes, it is. Survival of the fittest. So, what else do we have here? Okay. So, I have a good one here. Let me see. Let me see what y'all got for this one. Move this out the way. Oh, yeah, me using this tablet trying to copy these questions. This is a lot. Okay, but we making it work. So let's try this one out right here. Okay, here we go, right here, y'all. Okay, this is the question. This is about fashion, okay? So who's your fashion ghost, that inspo you always go back to? To the gentleman that is from, I don't know where you from. I cannot read this. Can you give a shout out to my channel? Hey, how you doing? That's all I can give you, so I cannot read this. If I could, I would. Unless you're saying it's the Ram Key Goon. That's the best I could do. Okay, love you too. You mean like a celebrity? It could be a celebrity. It could be, I guess a celebrity would work. Yeah. Yeah, celebrity. Um, yeah. Because for me, there's a lady that I found on Instagram several years ago. Her name was Kyzrada, Kyzrada, and she was an impeccable dresser. And she passed away a few years ago from cancer. So sometimes I'll go back to her page just to kind of look at different looks she put together. So yeah, I would say her. She would be one for me, a fashion ghost, if you will. That's probably it. Cause I really did like how she styled different things. Yeah, that would be it because I don't really follow too many people's styling. I don't know. That's it. Kizirda. But who do you guys have inspo for? Like, a lot of people like wearing stuff like, Michael Jackson, his little black pants with the white socks. I feel like sometimes Chris Brown kind of emulates that, him and Usher from time to time. So, but yeah, it could be a celebrity or it could be, someone it could be like, you want to dress like your mom or your fly auntie or something. Whoever is the inspo. Yes. So let's see what else we got. Let me see here. Okay, Love You Too said, for me, it would be Johnny Depp. I tried to copy his hairstyle and beard when I was in high school. He's pretty cool though, Johnny Depp. Yes, he had his own little, his own little vibe. So I can see why you would, you know, um, have him as inspo. I like Johnny Depp. Yes. Let's see. Okay, this is a good one. I know you guys are gonna like this one. Let me put this one in here. This is number. Okay, let me go find it real quick. I got him number 32. 1 second, y'all. I know you all got an answer for this. Let's see. Okay. Let me put this in here. Okay. So what we got for this question here is okay, which song instantly changes your mood no matter what? That is the question. So y'all think about that. Let me get to the comments here. So Lucille A says, Inspo is definitely you when I used to see you on the other side. I used to say TT Tip always fly. Thank you, girl. Yes. I gotta go figure out when I'm gonna go back down there and see them. Yeah, I was talking to my brother. What day was that? We talked on his birthday. So that was last week. Last Wednesday. So I gotta figure when I'm gonna go back down there and see them. I don't know when that's gonna be. I do not know. But yeah, I gotta see my little man down there. Plus a little promise too. But let's see here. Beth says drop the top. Girl, Beth, are you serious? Negative. So Lou and you know it says Master P Bad It. Oh yes, I like Master P song. Yeah, Master P, yes. Now I tell you what though, when I hear that song, it don't change my mood to a positive. Let me say that. It get me a little rowdy, about it, as they like to say over there. No limit. Yes. Let me see something. So what else should I get? Amazing Grace. Oh, you like that song, Eric Bray? Amazing Grace. Okay. So Bennett says, "Bonjour, sweetheart." Hello, Bennett. Welcome to the live stream. Glad you're here. Darius says, "My mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yeah." Oh, you like R. Kelly? I like R. Kelly too. Yes, I do. I know a lot of people don't want to support him, and that's fine. I ain't got to support R. Kelly, but I do like them songs he put out from on them albums. Now I don't know who he made them songs about. That was never my concern when I was listening to him. So yes. So Lucille A said, "Set It Off" by Lil Boosie. Yes, I like that song too. Yes. Love You Too said it's an Icelandic song. Jamel said, "Are you a trick or a treat?" I'm a treat if you're lucky. How about that? Why to User says the song that changes my mind no matter what is "You Ain't Never Had a Friend Like Me" by Pop. I heard that. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that because I cannot remember how that song goes right now. I need to send that to some people. Okay. You ain't never had a friend like me by Tupac. I gotta go check that out. Let's see what we got here. Louis know it says also Maxwell Fortunate. Okay. All right. I have never seen Maxwell perform. I mean, okay, so I still ain't came up with my song. Like what song? Yeah, I can't really say a song per se, but I can tell you on my Alexa, I like playing the Neo Soul, the Neo Soul station. And I mean, every song, hit after hit, banger after banger, it just puts me into a nice little mood. So like, I was here the other day, like a week ago Sunday. I was in here. I went to the grocery store. I got my groceries. I cut my little YouTube fireplace on, cooked my meal, had my wine, had me a nice little time with my little music playing. It was nice and serene, very peaceful. So yes, I like the neo soul music. Yes. Now I do like the No Limit, like with Bad About It and Down for my ends and everything too. But that kind of get me pumped up. That's more like me going to the gym, working out type music. So I think I have different music that I like for like different activities. Yes. So Love You Too says, I think you should listen to Happy Pola. Let me write that down because I ain't never heard of that. HOPPIPOLLA. Listen to. Okay. Also, there is one song named Wherever We Are Sung by Military Wives Choir. I never heard about Military Wives Choir. That's interesting. So Lucille says Neo Soul like Erica Badu, Jill Scott, Lauren Hill kind of vibe. Yes, that's yeah. They play when I put it in, they do play those folks there, and they'll play like Raheem Devon. They'll play D'Angelo. Shout out to him. Angie Stone. They'll play all those type of artists just on repeat. And I just found on YouTube like a person who had like a whole like neo soul playlist where they're like, they're in their home or wherever they're at, and they're like mixing, playing their records like on a YouTube channel, and they're just playing these nice songs. I was like, oh, let me say this, and I'm like, how do these people do that and not get any type of copyright? I was curious about that, but I didn't really look into it. So yeah, so I knew that would get you guys talking. So Louis, it says also D'Angelo Untitled. How does it feel? Yes, yes, yes. I like that song. Lucille A says that's grown folks music. Yes, exactly. I mean, the stuff they got out here today, I really don't listen to it that much. Honestly, I listen to a lot of older stuff when I'm playing music. On my day to day. I don't even know what's new right now. I mean, I keep up with like Megan Thee Stallion, Glorilla, and all them. Through the TikTok, I keep up with them and the songs, but usually I'm playing something that's older, a little bit more smooth, if that makes sense. Let's see what Love You says. It's sung by the wives of the military officers and veterans named Wherever You Are for them. Such a nice one. That's nice. I had never heard of that. That's pretty cool. Let's see what else we got. Now, what y'all got some questions out there y'all want to put in? Because it's like 14 of y'all. So for those who are new here, we're doing this game I'm calling Trick or Truth. So I'm putting questions into the chat. So you can either drink and not respond. Just put your little drink emoji into the chat. Or you can respond with an answer, to help, and communicate. Yes. So that's what we're doing right now for those who are new. So also, if you're new here, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, like the live, all those good things. We appreciate you here. Thank you. Okay, let me find what else I got here for the questions. I got a lot of them, but I wanna kind of do them up differently. Let's see. Let me go to this page over here. Um, okay, I like this one. Let me pull it out. 1 second. Yeah, I don't like how my top looking on this video with this I don't like this now. Hold on, let me get this together. 1 second. Let me get this over here too. Oh, it's right next to it. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay. What's a guilty pleasure you've stopped feeling guilty about? That is the question. So, what do you all have for that? What's a guilty pleasure that you've stopped feeling guilty about? Let me see. What would that be for me? A guilty pleasure that you stop feeling guilty about. Hmm. So NX World said, "This is good stuff. Different. Like it." Oh, thank you, NX World. I'm glad you like it. Yes, this is my first time doing this. So, yes, that's why, I'm trying to figure this thing out as we go. But yes. Oh, you subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Thank you, NX World. But yeah, so what's a guilty pleasure you stopped feeling guilty about? Hmm. Okay, let me see what Love You Two got. She says procrastination and laziness. Okay, nothing wrong with that. What is a guilty? What am I? Okay, what's a guilty pleasure? I would have to say, like, for me, like, I love. Okay, I like blueberry lemon drops. That's my guilty pleasure. It is. And you know what, y'all? I just go ahead and buy them at Bonefish Grill on Mondays. They have $5 margaritas and martinis, and they have the lemon drop as part of the $5 menu. So I be there every Monday, y'all, getting my blueberry lemon drop. So that would have to be my guilty pleasure. I'm no longer feeling guilty about, because I show up there every Monday like clockwork. When I sit down, they already know my order. When I sit down up in that restaurant. So let me see here. So Levy 2 says, okay, we talked about procrastination, laziness. Lou, it says sleeping in late. Nice. Have you a nice little slow morning. Yes, we love that. A little slow morning. Get your day going nice and comfy. Yes. We got Sammy Garner here. Hello. Welcome, Sammy. Glad you're here. Just so you know, we're doing this thing called trick or what's it called? Lord, it's called Trick or Truth. Let me write this down. Yeah, I got it right here. Trick or Truth is the game we're playing, y'all. We've been at this for about an hour, so forgive me. Trick or Truth, right? So I'm putting questions in the chat. Feel free to answer the questions, or you can put a little drink glass if you don't want to answer. So yes, that's right. Thank you, CB, the chosen one. Trick or Truth. That's right. Thank you. Yeah, trick or truth. So yes, either answer the question in the chat, or you can put like a drink emoji. So yes, much appreciated. So our recent question is, what's a guilty pleasure you've stopped feeling guilty about? So we got a couple of responses here: sleeping in late, procrastination, and laziness. And mine was blueberry lemon drops. Okay. So all right, y'all, we're gonna go to something different here. Okay. So let me go pull this one up. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here. This is going to be an interesting one. So let me ask you all this. Let's see. If you've been here since we started the live, can you put a little heart? I'm sorry. Can you put a heart emoji in the chat? If you've been here since the live started. Let's see. So I got the next question. But you know what? I think people like come and go during these lives. So let's see. But that's great. That's fine though. Okay. I got the next question in here, and I'll go back and read the comments. But it says, if your phone could only keep one app, which one survives? If your phone could only keep one app, which one survives? All right, let's see. Okay, so we got love you too much. Okay, so CB the chosen one said he put like a wine bottle and a glass of a beer or something. Okay. Okay, so love you says I like jackfruit chips so much. That's my guilty pleasure. No matter if I come from my gym, I will eat packs of them. Nice. That sounds like a healthy snack though. But that's good. Here go, Louis. You know what? Let me get my drink ready. Okay, get your drink ready, sir. Okay, so Louis, you know what has been here since the beginning of the live. Thank you for supporting. Robert Lamo says, "Hi, beautiful. Hi, Robert. Welcome to the live stream. Glad you're here." So, y'all, I'm reading. When I'm looking to the side, I'm looking at my laptop. I'm looking at my little tablet here. That's why I'm not looking directly at this camera. In case you all didn't figure that out yet. Let's see here. Okay, so Lou. Okay, NXS says, "Nice shorts." Okay, thank you. Lou says the native text messaging app. Laugh out loud. Okay, so he would have to keep that app on his phone. NX World wants the bank app on their phone. Love You Too says Chat GPT or Copilot. Without knowledge, I can't survive. I know that's right. Let me tell y'all, once I found out about that Chat GPT, I'm like, you know what? That's my best friend right there. So I'm gonna have to go with you. I'm gonna have to keep Chat GPT on this phone. Yes. That would have to be my one. Chat GPT. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's see what we else we got here. Hmm. Okay, let me see what else. Hold on, let me go through all this. Let me go through it. I gotta get it kind of. Yeah, get this thing varied up some. Okay. Okay. Let's see. This is a good one. That's number. All right. Do y'all have any questions that y'all want to put out here in the chat? Please don't be talking about, you want to be a baby for Halloween now. Let's not talk about that. This man came on the live stream. Well, he was in the chat talking about he was gonna be a baby for Halloween and go trick or treat. And I'm like, sir, and would the women want to date him? No, no, they would not. Okay, so here's our latest question here. Describe your current mood using only emojis. So, what is your current mood only using emojis to describe it? Johnny says, "What's that behind you?" So this is a lamp, and this is a candle sitting on top of a candle holder, and that's the same thing but taller. And then we have two figurines here. So I don't know if that answers the question or not, but that's what's behind me on this thing. Now, if you're talking about my headpiece, this is a headpiece. So I'm not sure if I answered the question. Let me know if I hit the mark. Okay, so love you too. Okay, so you gave the emoji. That's like a happy emoji, right? With the blushing cheeks, I think, right? I don't have my glasses on. And Lou, you know it has a little devil emoji, little purple man. Let me see what is mine gonna be. Let me pull out. Oh, he got a lot of them now. Let me find my emojis. Hold on. They got some interesting emojis on here in this YouTube. I've never used these. Okay, I think I like this one. Let's see how this one plays out. Okay, that is the happy emoji. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad you're happy, girl. Yes. That's what life is about. Happiness. Yes. Okay. All right, y'all. So okay, so it's like 9 of us here and we ain't got but two people responding. Okay, y'all. So if you're here, make sure you are please like the live stream. Also, support the channel by subscribing and put in the chat a emoji that describes your your mood right now. Or put a little drink emoji. Okay, so let's see. Oh Lord. What else we got here? Let's see. Okay, let's try this one right here. This might be interesting. We're gonna have to think on this next one. Let's see. Give me a second. Okay. Let me tell y'all. So when I did this, I did a live stream last night, and I had so many trolls up in here yesterday. And this is a much calmer crowd here on the Friday night crowd. So I might need to switch my live stream days. Cause it was insanity on this live stream yesterday, boy. I tell you. Whew. Okay. So if you were I'm sorry, if your life were a Halloween movie this year, what would the title be? If your life were a Halloween movie this year, what would the title be? Okay. Okay. So let me see what while y'all thinking about that, let me see what CB the Chosen One is saying. I wanted to dress up in pajamas and troll the kiddo. How it's past the bedtime. Now it's past the bedtime. Why you want to troll the kid? Lord, they don't get to stay up late on Fridays. Let's see. You know it said leprechaun. Okay. So I would call my Halloween movie. Why is it not typing right quick? Let me see something. Let me get this together here. What's the problem? Here we go. So Furlough Stein, like Frankenstein, but Furlough Stein. That's what I would call this my year. That's probably more like my month. Yeah. Yes. So anyone else, if your life were a Halloween movie this year, what would the title be? Okay, so let's see. Let's see what else we got here. I'm getting out of order here. Okay, yeah, we're gonna take a little break from the questions. Let me ask y'all this: did you all watch the verses this past weekend with No Limit and Cash Money? Did y'all watch that at all? Let's see if y'all respond to that. So Lovey Two said not so much interesting this year, just an ordinary year. Lovey Two, where do you live at again? Or what state are you in or country that you're in? But I'm here to tell you that sometimes it's okay just to have an ordinary year. Doesn't have to be always exciting, you know. Just having peace and prosperity is what the goal is. So yeah, I'm with you. My year has been somewhat ordinary. Yes. So CB, the chosen one, says BB and CC versus Mary Mary. Oh, so you saw? Wait a minute. Did they have that? That sounds familiar. Okay, Love You Too is in India. You did tell me that. Yes. Okay. Lou, you know it says Okay, so you're saying okay, No Limit. Okay, I see what you're saying, Mr. Lou. You know it. BB and CC versus Mary Mary. Did that already happen like a while ago? Like a BBCC type of thing? But let me tell y'all, moving on from that, did you all see What is this? I want to see Leandria Johnson versus Kiki Wyatt. Oh, that'll be nice. I was just playing Kiki Wyatt. Y'all might. Can y'all hear my music playing? If so, I need to cut this down. I should have been asked that. Okay, that'd be a real nice matchup between Leandra Johnson and Kiki Wyatt. Oh yeah. Oh, so no, that was the other guy. Okay, no, you never told me. Okay, but you are from India. Okay, I just watched Christian versus today yesterday. Huh? Where you find that at? The Christian versus. Where was that at? Is that like a show? Let me write this down. I stay writing something down. So okay, so did you all see where about a week ago this young lady was at a church and she went up to the pastor and she brought up $1,235 for the offering, and how the pastor kind of clowned her about not bringing the correct money. Did you all see that on the internet about a week or so ago? Because I was like, people out here struggling, and you got people trying to give you $1,235 to the church, and then you want to try to embarrass them at this church. That was a bit much. Now I think she did provide a statement. It was like, yeah, he did tell us, I'd gotten the wrong line. I mean, I get all that, but still, because I want to say Pastor Bryant told his congregation to like bring food to help feed the people who not gonna have these EBT benefits on tomorrow. Yeah, so we got a lot going on in the world right now, at least in America anyway. But I know some of you guys are in different countries, so I get that. So yeah, what's going on over here? So our SNAP benefits for those who need those funds, they may not have them tomorrow. So that's interesting. You got people at the church, clowning about people giving $1,235. So CB, the chosen one, says, do churches give back to the members anymore? That's a good question. That's a real good question. I don't have an answer. Well, I know at Pastor Brian's church they were saying for people to bring in food, and they were going to give out boxes on certain Sundays to those who are in need. But yes, with the shutdown and everything going on here, there's a lot of federal workers who are also in the lines getting these resources too, because they haven't gotten paid. um they got a partial paycheck, and then they did not get a paycheck for this last week or so. So yeah, it's big. It's a lot of pain going on right here in the US. CB said that look said it all. I mean, look, my face does say it all. You are correct. Yes. But yeah, so I don't know. That's a great question. Are they doing that? Okay, so I got another question for y'all. Let's see what we got here. We're gonna go back to the beginning here. Oh, here we go right here. Okay, so this is short and sweet. We're gonna see what y'all come back with. 1 second. Okay. So for those of you who are new here, we're doing this thing called Lord, somebody, okay, it's called Trick or Truth. So yeah, I'm putting questions in the comments in the chat. So feel free to answer the question or put like a drink emoji in the chat. So yes. So some things are Halloween related, some things not so much. It just depends. Also, if you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also, like the live stream too while you at it. We appreciate you here. Thank you. So the question is, scariest thing about adulting this year? The scariest thing about adulting this year. Yes. I will tell you what though. I mean, have you all seen like the layoff information has been put out in the last couple of days, like with UPS, with what was it, Amazon, Booz Allen, like different companies, Walmart, they're not gonna hire for like so many years. Like it's to me, that would be the scariest part of adulting is trying to handle adult responsibilities in this climate and this time of people not having jobs. I mean, you got millions of people, that work for the government that are furloughed, not getting paid at this time. You got people not gonna have food benefits starting on tomorrow probably. Then you got these big companies like Amazon, Walmart, UPS, Booz Allen, and whoever else, laying people off. This is a time right now trying to be an adult, okay? So that would be my response to that. It's hard trying to adult when these people ain't got no jobs for you because you can't survive around here without making no money. Mm-mm. Gotta have it. So what do you all have? Okay. Okay, so we don't have anyone with anything for that one. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Not a problem. Okay, I have a good one here. Let me see. Let me see what y'all think about this one. Okay, let me go ahead and get this pulled out. Okay, here we go. 1 second. So Love You Too said, I never heard about adulting. Oh, so I heard about adulting back in 2015. My one of my friends, her daughter, introduced me to the term adulting, which is just being an adult, adulting. What things that adults do, like paying bills and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know how that term came up to be, but it just has stuck around for a while. Yeah, adulting. But yes, it's funny how people come up with words and then it just become like things, you know? But let's see what else we got here. Okay, so which trend or phase of yours deserves to stay buried forever? Okay, which trend or phase of yours deserves to stay buried forever? Okay, for me, when I was younger, I would get my hair permed. So I don't do that anymore. I just get my hair, flat ironed. So that's something that I'm gonna let stay back there in the 2000s, getting the perms. So that is one thing for me. Because I feel like my hair is a lot fuller, when I don't have like the chemicals in it. So, because I would never like how my hair looked when I had a fresh perm in it. So yes, I like my hair like it is now. So what about you guys? So what is a trend or phase that deserves to be that deserves to stay buried forever? I mean, I would say that, and what else? It would have to be like a fashion phase. Like, what have I worn in the past I don't want to wear now? I can't think of that. But yes, y'all got anything for that? No? Okay. So for those who are probably new here, we're doing this thing called Trick or Truth. So I'm putting questions in the chat and feel free to answer the question or put like a drink emoji or something, in the chat. So yes. Also, if you're new here, put where you from in the chat too. Where are you chiming in from? Let me know. So Steve88 says, ooh la la la. Hi Steve, welcome to the live stream. Glad you're here. Okay, why thank you. Thank you, sir. Make sure you support the channel by subscribing and liking this live stream, Mr. Steve 88, since you have graced us with your presence. Appreciate you, sir. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, I have a good one here. Let me see here. So Love You Too says, I used to put lots of gel during high school. It was weird and funny now I think of it. Hair gel, I know, right? I did the same thing when I was in high school, putting gel, putting gel, hair gel in my head. And you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm not a fan of like the baby hairs and all that. My hairdresser in San Antonio, like, you know what? She would love to put that in my head. I'm like, girl, I can't keep up with that. I don't. I just want I want my edges, just my regular edges, ma'am. Because I don't like when my hair starts like caking up. You know, when you put too much gel on it. So I know exactly what you're talking about with that. So Steve 88 says, I'm hooked. I get to see you every time. Okay, well, that means you done support, you done subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell then, Steve. Thank you. Appreciate the support. Make sure y'all liking the live stream. I'm at 20. I've been at 20 for a while now. Help me out. But yes, let's see what else we got here. He said, hell yeah, thank you, Steve. Yes. Okay, I got my question back for you guys now. Let me go pull it up. Give me 1 second. Let me get this out here. See what y'all think. Let's see. Okay, y'all. So here's the question. What's one truth about you people would never guess from your online presence? And if make it apply to your situation. Like if you're not online doing stuff, then make it apply to whatever works for you. But what's one truth about you that people would never guess from your online presence or your in-person presence, whatever the case is? Now, for me, I'm an introvert. Would you have guessed that I was an introvert? Would anyone have guessed that I was an introvert? With the way I've been here online posting these videos, I am indeed that. Steve 88 says, no, I wouldn't. I am though. So yeah, I mean, with the videos, I mean, it's me and a camera, but me being on this live stream and you guys can see me in real time, it's like, okay, I'm really pushing myself here. Okay, that's why I need y'all to support this channel. Yes, I am. I need y'all to support this. But I'm like, you know what? This whole month for me has been about trying new things and expanding my my parameters. So that's why I decided doing the live stream this month, and I've been pretty consistent with doing at least one a week, typically on Thursdays at 7:15 p.m. But this one is like an extra one because I had a good time last night doing it, and I said we can do it for Halloween. Like, why not? Y'all are a much calmer crowd here on Friday. So I think the trolls are probably out enjoying Halloween. So I got the real people here today. That's what I'm talking about. Let me see what you guys put into the chat. Okay, so Lovey says intense honesty and loyalty. Okay. Oh, and she says you can't be. I am. I am an introvert. Yes, I am. I know how to turn it on when I need to, but I can be. I'm definitely an introvert. I don't mind. I don't be bothered with people half the time. Let me just be home, okay? I am perfectly fine not talking to people. Yes, I sure would be. But yeah, I know how to turn it on when I'm a I'm not. I would say I'm a situational extrovert, but I am definitely an introvert. Cause yes. Mm-mm. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. Let me see what we got here. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put something in here, and then I'm gonna come back to these comments while y'all thinking about it. So I got a good one here. Let's see. Let me see. Let's see here. See what y'all think about this one. Okay. So, okay. So here we go. The question is, what's a dream you almost gave up on but didn't? That's the question. What's a dream you almost gave up on but didn't? So think about that, and I'm going to go back to the chat and see what's going on here. So Steve88 says, "Damn you, I'm not gonna lie." Okay. NX World says, "I've been on the slide. It's such nice vibes." Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yes, that's the goal. The goal is to just hang out on this live stream. Yes. I mean, I don't always have the questions, but maybe I need to include those for future. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. If I should have like some of these type of questions for like the future live streams. Cause I do have, so what I do normally is I have like some topics that I want to cover, but I really feed off what the people, put into the chat. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want it to be like a structured show like that. I want it to be more authentic to where, okay, if we're chatting, I'm not trying to like um hinder that. But if it gets a little stagnant, I have things I can bring up if I need to. But what do you all think about me bringing like these questions or whatever, different ones, of course, to the next live streams? What are your thoughts on that? Because I always appreciate, insight and feedback. Yes. Okay, what's we got here? So Steve provided some hearts, and let's see. Yep, I've seen some of your shorts. Nice. Thank you, NX World. Yes, I gotta create one for tomorrow. But now that I think about it, I'm a little behind. But yes, thank you for your support of the channel. Thank you. Okay, so love you too. Says I'm still chasing my dream, but I need to work things out first. I know that's right. I know that's right. Let's see. I guess for me, I always wanted to live I always wanted to live in the DMV, which is DC, Maryland, Virginia. So at one point, I didn't think I was going to be able to do it, but then when I got this job out here last summer, here I am. So never give up on anything. It's all about the right timing. So yeah, when it was time for me to come, everything worked out and was aligned for me to be here. No issues. So yeah, I like that. Let's see what else we got. Um, okay, let's try this one here. See what y'all think. Now, if you all have a question or anything, feel free to put it in the chat, y'all. I know it's 6 of y'all here, but yeah, put it in the chat. Appreciate you. Let's see. I know some people are probably sitting in listening, so I appreciate y'all as well for your presence too. Let's see. Okay. So here's a question. What does reset really mean for you going into November? So a lot of times, people talk about like the fall reset, the Sunday reset, the winter arc, the spring reset. So basically it's like recentering yourself. It could be when it comes to like resetting your home, your space, the way you organize things. Like what does reset really mean for you going into November? That is the question. Like I did a series. If you go to my community wall, I post every day about the furlough reset because for me, like I'm furloughed right now, but I decided to take this time to kind of focus in on things that I wanted to do, that I haven't had time to do, because I'm working a 40-hour week job. So for me, my furlough reset was more or less like, honing in on things that I found to be valuable, like, doing more with this YouTube page, trying to get myself, with more content, improving the content, doing new things like this live stream. This is a new thing for me. So doing that kind of stuff. Also like, doing things around my home, like organizing my loft, organizing, my storage unit, like just different things I want to do. And so like going through my closets and like getting rid of stuff. So yes, that's what I call it, the furlough reset, where I got to reset and get back to the basics of things that I want to do, that type of thing. That's what the reset for me was as far as the furlough. Now regarding November, I think I'm still furloughed, so I'm gonna continue my furlough reset until I have to go back to work. So that will become the November reset, if that makes sense. So let's see what else we got. Okay. Okay, let's try this one right here. Let's see. Let's see if you guys have anything to say for this one. Okay. 1 second, y'all. Yeah, this wasn't too bad with the copy and pasting from my notes into here. Okay. So it says, when is the last time you let yourself rest without guilt? When was that, y'all? I know we're all super busy, but rest is important. So when was the last time you allowed yourself to rest without feeling guilty about it? I can tell you right now, that was me today. I did not get up early. I got up when I needed to get up, and I felt good about it. Okay. I needed to rest and get some relaxation in. So if you're still here, for anybody that's new, we're doing this thing called Trick or Truth. So I'm putting questions in the comments. So please feel free to answer the question, or you can put a little drink emoji. Um, or you can do both, answer and put the drink emoji, whatever you want to do. And yeah, if you're new, please put in the chat where you're from and everything. And yes, that'll be good. Yes, yes. So Louis, it said last night. That's the last time. That's the last time you let yourself rest without feeling guilty. I know that's right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Let's see what else we got here. Hmm. Okay. So we're going into November. Let's see what you guys think about this question. Let me get the number. Let's see. Okay, let me get this out real quick. See what y'all think. Okay. 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 Hey, Ronnie. Hey, welcome back. You were here last night, right? How you doing? How was your day? Yes. You said, how are you? I'm doing good. So yeah, I decided this little Halloween live stream special. So yes, the whole thing is I'm putting questions in the chat. So feel free to answer the question or put like a little drink emoji if you don't want to answer. It's called trick or truth. Like truth or dare, trick or truth. So yeah, we've been here hanging out. It's a much calmer vibe today than what it was last night. So thank you for coming back for a second day. Appreciate you. Let me see. Love you too says, like most people during travel, that's when I rest peacefully. You know what? When I go home to my parents' house, I get the best sleep when I'm at home. In my childhood bedroom, yes, when I go home, I get the most sleep. I am the most rested. I am. So when you said that love you too, it reminded me of that. Yes. I don't get that kind of sleep when I'm at home. Mm-mm. At home, as in my home here. When I go home to my daddy house, yes, I get that peaceful, well rested sleep. Yes. Okay, so let's see. Rody says you are beauty. Oh, thank you, Rody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How was your day? Welcome back. Okay, so who or what are you most grateful for right now? That is our new question. Who or what are you most grateful for right now? Hmm. I mean, we're going into November. It'll be November in less than 4 hours, depending on where you live. And that's always about thanks and being grateful and everything. So, Love You Too says, my mother, always. Lord Almighty Jesus Christ comes first, though. But my mother carried me for 9 months. Grateful to her always. I know that's right. That is nice. That is nice. Grateful for your mom. I know that's right. What am I grateful for? I'm grateful for a lot. Huh. I think I'm gonna answer the what. What am I grateful for, not the who. I would say, mm, I am grateful to live this life that I'm living. I would say that. I mean, things may not be the most ideal with everything going on here in the United States, but I would say I'm grateful for this life that I'm able to live. I am. I'm grateful for this life, for having pretty good health, all the things. So yeah, I would have to say that. I mean, there's a lot of negative things going on around here, but I try not to be focused on the negative, if that makes sense. There are people that will call you and talk to you about. They'll ask you how are you doing, and you're saying you're grateful for and you blessed, and they want to sit here and try to tell you about how the other people in the world, aren't doing that well. I mean, come on now. But yes. So Louis, it says being alive. That's right. Darius Sturgis says, I sleep good when my girl feet on my legs. I get a smaller bed if they not. That's so cute. That is nice. Hey, Mr. Darius, welcome to the live stream. Glad you were able to join. Yes. Okay, and so Homan Jim says, I am from Brazil. Okay, welcome from Brazil. What time is it there? Over there in Brazil. So what we're doing right now is, it's called Trick or Truth. I put all these questions in the chat and we're kind of like going through the questions and answering. So feel free to answer the question or you can put like a drink emoji in the chat. And you're supposed to have a drink with you at the house. It's kind of like Truth or Dare, but we're doing it differently for this YouTube situation. But yeah, it's been pretty good. I've enjoyed it so far. I have enjoyed it. Let me see something real quick. 1 second. Okay. So what y'all got going on for the rest of the day? Are y'all just gonna be hanging out at home, or y'all getting ready to go out to your celebrations? What y'all got going on? Let's see if anybody responds. I mean, I know Love You Too said she was gonna be hanging out at home today. I'm doing the same. What is everybody else doing? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna wait a couple minutes and see if anybody says anything. Let's see. Let us see here. All right. Well, let's see. I'm chilling tonight, but I was invited to a wedding tomorrow. Oh, nice. Okay, that should be nice. Going to a nice fall autumn wedding. That'd be real nice. So where is it gonna be located, if you don't mind? Like what state, I guess, or major area? Love you too says almost done here. Halloween is not celebrated in Asia. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, okay. Well, thank you for still supporting the live stream. I mean, you didn't have to, but you did, so I really appreciate that. Thank you. And you're also educating me on the Asian culture too, so that's great. So CB, the chosen one, says work, sleep, eat, repeat. Okay. Well, I hope you get a little bit of time to enjoy something in your you know, in your routine. Love you too says such a wonderful festival though. Okay, yeah. Yeah, love. I mean, Halloween is what you make it, I would say. Some people do it big and some don't. They do a lot of fall festivals here around this time too, like with the pumpkin patches and corn mazes, stuff like that. So it just depends. So you have like different things kind of going on around the same time. So yes, there is that. But yes, y'all. Well, I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me today. Let me see something here. So Darius says, Detroit, Michigan, it'll be cool to wear a blazer without going to church. I know that's right. But yes, yes, I know that's right. I had put me on a blazer today when I ran out to go to Trader Joe's. I sure did. Cause it was windy. It is so cold and windy right now. It was like ridiculous. So let's see. Love you too. So I love love what Mexicans do. Oh yeah, they have that. It's called Day of the Dead. I think it is. I don't remember what the official name of that is called though. Christina Talley says, I absolutely love your headpiece. Looks so beautiful. Thank you, girl. I got it from Amazon. Thank you. I didn't have a costume for Halloween, so I just went ahead on and pulled this out. And so, we're gonna make this happen. I found this yellow top. I'm gonna do golden goddess energy for the live stream for the Halloween. But yes, y'all, thank you so much. So yes, if you're still here, please like the live stream, support the channel by subscribing, and all that good jazz. Thank you. So yes, thank you so much for attending my little Halloween edition here. It was impromptu, but I think it went well. Thank y'all for being here and everything. I hope you have a great Halloween, a great weekend, and everything else. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the day. But yes, please come back next Thursday, 7:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be back live again. I will have it on my page. So if you follow me, you will get the notifications if you sign up for them. So with that, y'all have a great night, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.